to 10 Minute Dungeon. My name's Daniel Hodges, writer and designer of Victoria and Faith, and you can find out more about me at hazardgaming.com. But you've reached the 10 Minute Dungeon, and you didn't come here to hear me talk about myself. So let's get cracking, okay? We're going to generate our words, and then we're going to start our clock. Boom! Generate our random words. Done. There we go. So we're going to start our timer like that, and then we're going. Okay, so our random words were, I didn't even look at them, begin, battery, B, blue. All right, so right, so we're going to be brought to you by the letter B. So you know what? B, look at that. What a coincidence. B, and so we've got a B, we've got a B, we've got a B. So we're going to have a beehive. All right, perfect. Okay, so here's our beehive like that. Magic. We all know beehives don't look like that on the inside, but as far as our players are concerned, that's what it's going to be. Okay, so we're going to have an opening right here, and it is going to have a guardian where we're going to have some bees to fight. Bees to fight. Because if we're not going to have bees, we're going to have bee men. So let's have bee men, shall we? Bee men to fight, or bee women, bee folk. Oh, let's be inclusive. Let's have bee folk. So we're going to have some bee folk to fight. All right, that seems pretty straightforward. Bee folk. All right, so we've got overall, it's going to be bee battle. We'll call it the bee battle. You might want to call it something else. I don't know. That's not very inspiring. But anyway, okay, so we've got the bee folk to fight. And let's check a look at our other words here. We've got battery, bee, and blue. Okay, all right. So I think that we're going to have, there's a battery right here. Okay, so somehow I think these bees are, like they do their waggle dance to create a whole bunch of heat, energy and stuff like that. So I think that their battery is going to be right there. What they're doing with this battery, who knows? Somebody created these bee folk there, and they're like guys and gals that are crossed with bees. Like whoever it is obviously wants them to work towards some particular thing. We've got this battery in the middle. I don't really know what that means yet, but we're going to find out pretty soon. All right, so we got blue and we've got begin. Well, I don't really know exactly what we can do with that. But anyway, let's go to our things. The bad guy is, we'll say, a necromancer creates dead things. So this is going to be like a biomancer. Oh, here we go. A biomancer. Trademark, Daniel Hodges. So a biomancer, this is some kind of wizard whose primary trait is like he's just doing experimentation. And in actual fact, I just had an idea. Okay, so this battery here is not a battery in a traditional sense. So the biomancer is making, it's using the bees, care for other experiments. Nice. Okay, so we've got this biomancer. I don't know anything about him, but he is trying to create, he's creating all of these weird sort of mutated creatures here. So his primary trait is, what's it going to, I've lost my word for that, but his drive is going to be for recognition. Like maybe he's like a druid or something that's gone a little off the rails. I don't know. I don't want to necessarily decide that just yet. The tough decision here is like, are bee folk bad? Right? Like the biomancer is making them do this stuff, but are they actually bad themselves? Good question. Okay, the treasure is, I don't know, like maybe royal jelly or something. Okay, theme tag, or I don't know about that. So we got the bee folk, we got them up front. There's going to be some kind of fight, so there's going to be like bee guards, right? So why is it then that we've got these bee guards here? I think that the village, or a village nearby, village has lost people. Oh, there we go, good opening. Okay, so the opening is a bee attack. Okay, so the bees fly down, they grab up people and they fly away with them. Okay, so we got buzzing, we got stinging, and we've got chaotic, running. So maybe they turn up in town, and the next thing you know, they're just descended on by these bees. It sounds pretty terrifying. So the finale is a big room full of cells. And I'm going to say cells, but what I mean is like these like hexagonal type cells, like a whole bunch of them around the place, where there are creatures like coming up out of there. They've got honey and stuff all around it, but they're not just bees. They're going to be like combinations of humans and beetles and all that type of stuff. Okay, so the primary trait is going to be like power hungry. He's trying to create an army. A secondary trait, something which he's has a mutation himself. So mutated, self-worth. So as a consequence of being mistreated because of his own mutations, whatever they may happen to be, genetic or otherwise, he is now got this mutated sense of self-worth. So he won't stand anybody talking down to him, or to anybody, in fact. Descriptor, heavy cloak. Always obscured, because he doesn't want anybody to see that he's disfigured. Moves, tags. I'm going to say he's relentless. A little bit like the last fella, but like he really wants to make this happen, so he's going to like put anybody into it. Does he have a sidekick? Yeah, he does. He's got his first mutant. Well, he's not really a mutant, but it's his first mutant. The primary trait is he's got like he's angry, and his thing is always he wants to smash, right? He wants to not smash, and like the teen kids say these days, but his thing is violence first. Maybe he's a murder hornet. Okay, descriptor is just angry. Like everything's angry about him. Stinger, sharp mandibles. I don't know if you can read that. Okay, and then we've got here. So this battery we decided was actually just like a whole bunch of cells. So we're going to have a big sort of huge open room. It's really warm. So this is finale. Okay, so it's warm. It's humming. Smells sweet. And then we're going to have various rooms prior to that where we can have sort of things going on. You'll have to figure those out for yourself because it's a 10-minute dungeon, not a 3-hour dungeon. Okay, so anyway, so you're going to have to come up with some stats for your bee folk to fight. You're going to come up with some other mutants. Okay, to go in there. So they're going to, when you get to this finale, we're going to have a big room full of cells. You're going to rescue people. Because so there's good bees and bad bees. The good bees are just like stuffing these people into these cells in with this sort of like mutagenic substance. So there's going to be mutagenic. So therefore this baddie here, like this guy here, is going to have a special attack. So special attack is going to be chucking this stuff. Attack with mutagenic substance. Okay, so we've got bad guy. So now components. So sneaking. That's pretty. So can they get in? Getting in. Recon. Talking. Maybe talking to. You know what? Talked to discarded. Sidekick. So this guy, like this angry murder hornet right here, this murder hornet, maybe depose the previous guy that was the right-hand man. Plan has got to be to distract, maybe. Like people want to plan, you're going to distract some workers. Okay, and then fight. Well, they're going to fight at the start. And they're going to fight at the end. Maybe more about these hornets. So maybe this guy right here, maybe this mutant, like he's not the first mutant, he's like the second mutant. He's like the second mutant, and he's angry. And we've got 10 seconds to go. And I think that we've got that's it. That's your 10 minutes. That's the best I've got for you. Anyway, that's your 10-minute dungeon, all done. I don't know how much of that you saw. My guess is that you didn't see very much, but you heard me talk all about it. So yeah, we've got a dungeon. Okay, and that's it for the 10-minute dungeon. And until next time, I don't know, get ready for dungeon number C. Alright, and welcome to the 10-minute dungeon after the 10 minutes show. Alright, as I said, I don't know how much of that you saw, but I'm going to go ahead and assume you hardly saw any of it, but that doesn't matter. And I will see what I can do with that information. I'm going to put that up afterwards. So anyway, taking a look at this this bee battle here, we are going to do a little bit of tidy up. Okay, so we've got this Biomancer who's going to attack with his mutagenic substance. So I'm going to just erase that, make that a little bit easier to read. I'm going to try and figure out what this mutagenic substance might be. Okay, we've got this mutagenic substance. His drive, I don't quite know what I did with this here. His drive is to I think his drive actually might be more like revenge, right? He's just going to like avenge these people, revenge. And he's wearing a heavy cloak. This said heavy cloak at one point. Because all he was obscured, and moves and tags is relentless, so he's just whatever it takes to get rid of this thing. To get rid of these guys showing up. Okay, bee battle. I think we can say we might be able to do better than bee battle. Let's say in the cells. Okay, the theme for this might be, I think the overall theme might be, I don't really know about that. I think it's maybe, well, the overall feeling is discombobulation, maybe? By which I mean, like, I think just having these weird sort of things going on all around the place, like the players will always be on the back foot, like what exactly is going on. The tough decision here is, are the bee folk bad? So to what extent are these things that are doing the attacking and so forth actually bad folks? It's going to be tough for them to decide. If you really want to ramp this up, is you can have child bee folk. Okay, understandably people are reluctant to get involved in battles with children, but that might be something that you might want to help, you might want to investigate. So treasure is royal jelly. Like they might be able to take some of that royal jelly later on and sell it. I know it can be quite valuable. I know that like apothecaries and wizards and stuff like that might want some of that stuff. Where next? Well, you've got a couple of choices. Like if they don't want to fight the Biomancer could escape. There may be some sort of indication, there might be some sort of spell books or something around the place. I don't know, I'm not really sure exactly where you would go with this. Components, so we're going to get in and recon, Okay, so we'll put our recon there. And then we are going to talk as the two discarded sidekick. And I think this guy here, this discarded sidekick, is actually the first mutant. Okay, so the first mutant's actually good. And then the angry mutant sort of like took over later on, is maybe what happened. So then we're going to, the plan could be to distract some workers, like there's going to be too many workers around the place, so that's some sort of plan. And then you're going to fight the guards at the start and possibly at the end. My feeling is that in here, I think that somewhere in here, the players should meet, maybe the players should meet the first mutant, who's a good guy, right? Meet him, and then they can get some information about what's going on. You get a little bit of Basil exposition style stuff. Plan, okay, so we got all that. So the opening is going to be a bee attack. I think this is a strong opening, right? We've got the bees attacking some kind of village, carrying people off in their claws, because the Biomancer has got involved in changing stuff. And yeah, I think overall that would be fine. We've got a big finale, like with this battle amongst these things here. We can have, you know, the bees are battling maybe wasps. Like if you really wanted to like turn it up to 11, you could have this the second mutant, this guy right here, maybe trying to sort of take over what's going on with the in the hive, right? You could really dress it up with that. But anyway, I think you've got a strong start. You've got bees coming down, taking people. You can then sneak up on the hive. You can then have a fight with the guys at the outside of the hive to figure out what bee folk are. You can, so they'll have some sort of special move, like maybe a sting, like one sting at the end, like when they're almost dead, they can do a sting for a move. Yeah, then they're going to meet the sidekick somewhere in between to discover the information. They might then be able to get some information about this Biomancer, and then he'll probably also give you some information about the second mutant, like this bad guy, and then that would be that. So that's it for your 10-minute dungeon for this week. Hopefully you got something to go on, and we'll see you again next time.